Do you want to live a life unhindered by fear and timidity? Do you want to live a life of courage and boldness? Welcome to the Wisdom Inspired Talks podcast. Thank you for joining me today. I am Yomi Akipelu, your wisdom coach, speaker, teacher, and author of Blow the Cap of Your Capability and other books. In this podcast, we'll learn from the wisdom of wise men and women from ancient and contemporary times. So, let's dive right in. Today, we'll be speaking about courage and boldness. But first, for a quote and a story. Nelson Mandela said, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." Now for the story. The Emperor's New Clothes is a short tale written by Danish author Hans Christian Andersen. It is a story about two weavers, tailors, who promise an emperor a new suit of clothes that they say is invisible to those who are unwise or unfit for their positions. In reality, they are con men, but because the king is too proud to admit he cannot see the said clothes, instead he pretends he can see the clothes so that he would not be thought an unwise or unfit king. The thieves take advantage of the king's weakness. The wise men in the king's court also cannot bring themselves to admit they cannot see these clothes. Not until the king goes on a parade through the town in his invisible garb does a child in the crowd cry out, "The king is naked! The emperor is naked!" Julius Caesar said, "Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once." We all want to be loved. We all want to fit in. We all want to be accepted. And this is good. It's a natural human craving. But a time will come in your life and in my life when we have to stand alone and speak out and be different. A time will come when we have to dance to a different drummer. Will you be that courageous person who shuns the status quo and says, "The king is not wearing any clothes"? Be sure you will be thought stupid or strange or slightly insane by those who are too fearful to admit their failings. So be it. Only dead fish go with the flow of the river. Elizabeth Kenny said, "It is better to be a lion for a day than a sheep all your life." An 1828 copy of the Webster's Dictionary defines courage as that quality which enables us to face difficulty and danger without fear or depression. An ancient proverb says, "Success favors the bold and the daring." Courage is stepping out of your comfort zone and letting go of the familiar. Boldness is choosing to act despite the fear you feel, despite the butterflies in the pit of your stomach. It is following your heart and persevering in the face of hardship. Courage is standing up for what you know is right, living your convictions in the face of fear. People follow courage. Life expands or shrinks for you depending on your courage. Your past will be your future until you have the courage to create a new one. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe said, "What you can do or think you can do, begin it. For boldness has magic and power and genius in it." And Oprah Winfrey said, "You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. If you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you start a war inside yourself. So be bold and courageous. Confront your fears, and you just never know what amazing things might be on the other side waiting for you. Edmund Burke said, "The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing." So be courageous. Do something. Winston Churchill said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." And Mark Twain said, "It is not the size of the dog in the fight, it is the size of the fight in the dog." And in The Wizard of Oz, it said, "There is no living thing that is not afraid when it faces danger." The true courage is in facing danger when you are afraid. The root word for encouragement is courage. We all need encouragers, those who build our courage and inspire us to become more and to do more. Encouragement is not flattery or empty praise. It is like verbal sunshine. It costs nothing and warms other people's hearts and inspires them with hope and confidence. Whatever tries to steal or take away your courage is discouragement. Never allow discouragement. It is harmful. It makes you sit down, pity yourself, and do nothing. According to Keith Moore, one of my mentors, never, 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 never allow self-pity in your life. The answer to discouragement is intelligent action. Failure is only delay, not defeat. It is temporary, not final. Failure is a temporary detour, not a dead end. Setback and failure mean little. It is what we make of them. Piers Anthony said, "Being terrified but going ahead and doing what must be done, that's courage. The one who feels no fear is a fool. The one who lets fear rule him is a coward." Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the little voice at the end of the day that says, "I'll try again tomorrow," says Mary Ann Radmacher. Robert Schuller said, "Courage isn't a gift. Courage is a decision. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the presence of a calling, a dream that pulls you beyond yourself. Therefore, it is something you can never lose. It is always something that you can choose. So choose courage today." And that is all for today. Until next time, keep on growing in wisdom and maturity. Blow the cap off your capability. Be unstoppable. Be awesome. I'm cheering you on.